Hello everybody and welcome to your pre-recorded session of Digital Primaries. My name is Laura and I'm the dance artist that is going to be taking you through today's session. Now, before we begin, it's really important that we create a safe and supported environment for everybody involved within the session. So to do that, first things first, we must make sure that our shoes and socks are off and that we are in bare feet. If bare feet can't happen for health and hygiene reasons, please allow the students to wear socks and trainers or plimsolls from their PE kit. Secondly, space. It's really important that the students have as much space as possible to be able to dance and move around the room. We understand that not every school has a really big sports hall or dining hall, so if you are doing this in a classroom or a smaller space, please ensure that all tables and chairs are pushed out to the side and that all bags and coats are kept over to one side, as well as water bottles, shoes and socks. So, Digital Primaries. We go on an adventure every single week. Okay, so some weeks we do end up in with the birds, looking at the wildlife in and around our school and in our local parks. And sometimes we are at the local beach, which is where I would like to be right now. So each week you will be on a different adventure according to your lesson plan. But every single time the lesson will start back in the dance studio. And this particular dance studio at DanceEast is Red Shoe A, which is one of the largest studios that we have. It can be made even bigger by removing this partition along here and creating a really big dance studio. So, just like me with all of my space, we don't want anybody squashed together. Okay, so to get rid of all the squashiness, we ask that everybody shuffles together first to get it out of our systems. So everybody come together, squash, 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 squash. And then after 3, you're going to find space in your room to stand with your arms out wide, just like this. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, pop! And taking your time, finding somewhere to stand in the room that allows you to reach your fingers out to the side. You can reach your hands high in the sky. There's room on the floor and forwards and backwards. Wonderful. So before we begin, we are going to check in with our breathing. So making sure your hands are in front of you in a balloon. When we take a deep breath in, our balloon is going to get bigger along with our stomach. Okay, so we're taking that deep breath in, breathing in. And out, pulling that stomach in. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. And out. Last time, deep breath in. And out. Fantastic, everybody. We are going to switch our brains on with a little bit of coordination. So can you tap your head and rub your tummy at the same time? Wonderful job. Can you swap arms over? Tapping your head, rubbing your tummy. Excellent. And shaking it out, placing one fingertip onto your nose and the opposite finger across to your ear. And change. And change. And change. Change. Change, 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 and stop. Wonderful, everybody. Okay, our last coordination exercise is placing your fingers in towards one another. Thumbs up to the ceiling, fingers in towards one another. This hand is going to draw a circle away from your body. That's it, so we're drawing a large circle away from our body. This hand is going to draw a circle in towards your body, in towards your body. Easy, right? Let's make it harder. We're going to go at the same time with both hands. So remember, this hand is going away from the body. This hand is coming in towards the body. Here we go. Let's give it a go. 3, 2, 1. This can feel really tricky at first, even for the grown-ups in your room. And once you've done it one way a few times, feel free to reverse it. So swapping over directions of the hands. Fantastic, everybody, and relax them down. Okay, it's now time to begin physically warming up our bodies from our head all the way down to our toes. Teachers, throughout the session, feel free to pause, rewind, or skip any parts that you would like to move on from or go back over. This pre-record is for you to work through at your own pace. Let's begin. Okay, we're going to start with our shoulders first, lifting them up and down. Rolling back. Big circles. Into our elbows. Drawing all the large circles. Into some big arms. Lovely, wrapping those arms around your body, releasing through the spine. Arms down, star jumps. Turning around. Twisting. Little jog on the spot, everybody. Use those arms. Keep going. Keep breathing. Marching. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. And out. We're going to start tapping. Side to side. Add in an arm if you would like to. Reaching high above your head. And then twisting through the middle. Really reach using those arms. Back to center. Star jumps. Off we go. Turning around. Twisting. Well done, everybody. Roll those arms. Slow, 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 fast. Super duper fast. Go, 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 go. And relax. Hopefully, your heart should be racing. Your breathing should be quite quick, but we're now going to take a moment to settle that breathing and stretch out our bodies. So, making sure your legs are slightly wider. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. Hold the arms out. Reaching up and over. And hold. And center. Reaching over. And center. One arm up. Down the opposite leg. Relaxing the head over the top. Hands back to centre, bend through the knees, rolling up through the spine. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Coming all the way down. Deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth, bringing your hands through centre, bend the knees. Rolling up. Taking your body to face the side. Making sure the knee and ankle are in line. The back leg is nice and straight. You're going to take a lunge. Arms coming up, making sure those shoulders are down. Turn your head. Find your balance. And gently flexing that foot, using your fingers, crawl all the way down to the toes or as far as you can go. And gently coming up, turning to the opposite side this time. Again, knee and foot in line, back leg nice and straight, arms and shoulders down, bend, rotate the head. Keep breathing. And coming up. Fingers, flex feet, off we go. Pulling up through the toes. And coming all the way back up to standing, making sure your feet are underneath your hips, arms out to the side. We're going to balance on one leg, rotate the ankle. Opposite way. Changing legs. Opposite way. Feet down, arms down, deep breath in. And out. Last time, deep breath in. And out. Excellent warm up, everybody. Fantastic work. Wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our first task. Okay, so this is our gorgeous colour palette. And I would like you to choose a colour in your mind and you're going to cover your whole body in this paint. So rubbing that paint into your hands. I'm going to choose, the orange today, that bottom bright orange one. So rubbing it in your hands and then taking it all across your body. That's it, across your chest, your tummy, down your legs, making sure you're getting the backs of your legs, your feet, and the other side, and your back, your sides, tops of your shoulders, your neck, and then gently wiping it all across your face, covering your whole face. Beautiful. We should now be drenched in our gorgeous paint, and we're going to think about making some different shapes with our body to create these gorgeous patterns, imagining that we're painting through the sky. Okay, so that is your first task. I would like you to use your hands to begin with, and you can do it on the spot. You're going to draw your pathway on the spot. And once you've done that as a class all together, I would like you to try and do it in the space around you. So maybe you go and turn to the back and draw your S all the way around. Or maybe you make your S as really small as possible. Maybe you do it down on the floor. And then you might even want to make it really big. So, over to you, teachers. Allow your students to do the S on the spot, around the space, and even around the room if you have the space. Excellent work, everybody. we're now going to make this shape, a diagonal line. I chose to use my arm. You might want to try using a different body part, maybe your leg. Maybe you want to use your elbow. Maybe you want to make it really small. Or maybe you want to make it really big with your head. Again, take your time making this pathway or this shape with different body parts. Allow the students to explore using all the different body parts that they can come up with. That may be elbows, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles and feet, fingertips, head, nose, ear, backs, anything that they can think of. Off you go. Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you're feeling a lot more warmer now and a lot more creative. Okay, we're now going to look at making different letters with our body parts, okay? So still with those colours all across our body, one of the first letters that we are going to look at is the letter T. Okay, so as we can see, this is two straight lines. All the way down. Can you try and copy me? Fantastic, everybody. What about if we use our knee? Can you do it with your knee, using your hands as a balance? I'm making a letter T like this. So T, down, across and down. Try on the opposite side. Across and down. Balancing is hard. Across and down. Again, take a few more moments to discover different body parts creating the letter T. Teachers, you can allow students to work together in pairs for this one so they can explore this together. Our next letter that we are going to create is the letter S. Okay, so this is very similar to that first pathway we discovered. So again, you might want to use your head, your elbows, your knees, or even your feet all the way around. You may even want to use your bottom down on the floor to make an S, using your hands to guide you all the way around and back. Maybe you want to do it with your feet in the air, using the letter S. You can be as creative as possible. Off you go. Wonderful, everybody. And we have our final letter. Okay, so with this letter, we have a straight line and a curve. Okay, so we're really thinking about creating that strong, sharp top of our letter J, and then our beautiful smooth and curved. So maybe we're really strong across the top, and then we might use our head to create the J as we go down. So that would be my movement. Strong across the top, and then down. You might want to come up with your own version with your partner, but again, teachers, over to you. Take your time trying to discover the different ways you could have that strong top line followed by that beautiful curve underneath. Hello everybody and welcome back. Hopefully you've discovered lots of new ways to use your body to create different letters and shapes. Now, in dance, we look at these words to help guide us through our creation. So we have action, body, space, dynamics, and relationship. All of these words are so important in the dance education and vocabulary. We're going to take that first word, action. So what are we physically doing with our body? What is the action of the dance? So far we've been making letters with our body parts. Body, exactly like we've just been doing. What parts of our body are we using? Are we using our whole being, or are we using a particular part of our body? So hopefully you've been discovering your knees, your elbows, your nose, your shoulder, your hips. There's lots. Space. How much space are you taking up? Are you facing this way to start your dance? Are you then turning to face the side? Are you doing a full spin? Are you staying still on the spot and just doing it high above you? Or are you using all of the room that you are in to travel around and make the space of the dance? Dynamics. This means how we present our dance. Are we doing it fast? Are we doing it slow? Are we doing it sharp? Or are we doing it in a relaxed and calm manner? You can mix your dynamics up on each of the letters to make the dance really interesting, or you can keep it all of one tempo. Our final word that we haven't looked at the bottom is relationship. Now this means the relationship to what our body is doing with the movement, but it can also mean our relationship to the audience. Can they see what we're doing? And it also means our relationship to our friend if we're dancing with them. So if you're in pairs, how do you move together? How do you create a strong connection with one another? So to explore those words and our movement, I would like you in your pairs, and if you aren't already in pairs, feel free to find a friend, and you are going to teach your partner your letter, action, and perform both letters together. So if you could choose 2 letters from your name. So my name is Laura, so I am going to use the letter L and the letter A. Okay, so my movement would be maybe with my elbow for L, and then I'm going to use my hip for the letter A. And that would be my movement. So I've got my L, and I'm changing my space. So I'm facing the diagonal first to come across the front, and then I'm using a round circle in my hips for the letter A. That would be mine. You can be as creative as you like. You could use all the letters of your name, or you could just use 2. But it's over to you. So making sure you find a friend, and teachers, feel free to take as much time as you like with this, and I'll be back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you have created something really special with your partner, and I think it's time that we have a sharing amongst everybody. So teachers, if you could split your class in half, so half get the chance to perform with their partner and half get to watch, and then we can swap over. So I'll give you a few moments just to get yourselves organised, and I'll meet you in the theatre. Welcome everybody. Hopefully you are ready to go. So the first group, get ready. It's going to be over to you. Once you have finished, please sit down as soon as you've finished, and we can give you a round of applause, and then we can swap the groups over and do exactly the same. Off you go. Well done, everybody. Hopefully you've all had a chance to perform, and it's been wonderful to watch you all, and hopefully you felt really inspired by seeing what all your friends have been up to. So we're going to go back to the dance studio now and have a bit of a cool down. So bringing yourself onto the floor, bringing your feet in front of you in any way you feel comfortable, and we're just going to roll our shoulders back down our spine. That's it. And we're going to take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Reaching one arm up and over. And back to centre, over to the opposite side. And back to centre. Bringing your feet out in front of you, giving them a little wiggle. Reaching the arms up and over to those toes if you can. Dropping the head. And coming all the way back up. And bringing your feet back underneath you. I really hope that you have enjoyed this pre-record of your Digital Primaries dance session. It's really important that at the end, we just discuss what makes our sessions so successful. So it's listening to one another in the space, whether that's to your teacher, to other students, or to the dance artists here at DanceEast. It's also important that we keep ourselves really safe, so that we dance in bare feet. And if for some reason we can't dance in bare feet for health reasons, teachers, please allow your students to wear shoes and trainers or socks and plimsolls, whatever they have available, just so everybody is safe and comfortable. Making sure that you've got plenty of room inside the hall or room that you are using, making sure everything is pushed out to the side and that students can move around leisurely. Well, we've now come to the end of our session, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye!